We are the Whiskey Bros, and there are 3 things that we like to do. One of those things is eating. Over the years, we've collected a number of local and sometimes not so local restaurants that are off the beaten path. These destinations are loved by those that live close to them. However, often they are missed by the wider world. We have found that great things go unnoticed, and we have made it our mission to expose these jewels. We love to share, and of course, we want to share these experiences with you. In the historic community of Greenwood, Texas, hidden amongst the quaint rolling hills of Wise County, there's an unassuming gem of a place the unaware and wandering traveler might not just happen upon. In reality, people are told about Greenwood Grocery, and if they come for this reason. If they are just passing through, they have planned this stop along the way. It is that nostalgic cafe that we all remember. Not because we have significant experience in places like this, but because the memory of those kinds of places live in those stories that our aged relatives tell of times past. There's something ineffable about a community like this. A cafe made out of a grocery store, which was once a hay barn, and yet before that, another grocery store. His story that is told by people inside of it. It is also told by the in-level concrete floor with a wood stove in the middle of it. The creak and then the loose slap of the screen door as people mill in and out. The metal rimmed and brightly covered formica tables that might as well have been your grandmother's table. Perhaps it was. There's a constant background sizzle, a bustle and clamor behind the counter, and a conversation everywhere with frequent or infrequent bursts of voluminous laughter as some table reaches apex. But when you stop to listen, you can't pick apart all of the pieces.
Pearl. Okay. And these are y'all to split.
Oh, we don't need to. Yeah, we'll just dirty those up. So we sitting here now then?
Yes.
Sure.
You got a support big boy? Y'all are like waiting on pancake big boy? They are.
The store opens at 7 a.m. That's what the sign says anyways. It's a funny thing, however, to show up at 5:45 a.m. to find a center table full of locals, hot coffee on the pot, and a griddle with scents reminiscent of mornings in the South. This unofficial and ragtag group of locals calls themselves the Coffee Club. They show up when they wake up, dressed for the occasion, and often in overalls. For most in this club, the morning gathering is part of their daily routine, every day. That is, every day but Sunday, because Greenwood exists in a time when the only thing open on Sunday is church. A gathering such as this isn't organized, it evolves with the season. It evolves over the course of a great many seasons. This space, called Greenwood Grocery, was not made for the community, but instead it was made by the community and still exists because of that bedrock. The Coffee Club, in fact, embodies the very definition of community.
So he only does fish back here.
Yeah.
All the sides.
The only thing that touches that is fish.
Well, every Saturday, that's the only thing we do, really. Mostly everyone, probably 90% of the orders are going to be catfish.
Okay.
So I just kind of
Trying to cook up a bunch.
get as many as I can out of the fryer, yeah. So that's kind of my objective every night, is just to get as much catfish done as possible.
And this is the only thing you do here, right? Is
Yes, sir.
fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So is this the same secret recipe as when your Aunt Connie used it, or is this something new since Jackie took it over?
Well, I definitely make the fish different than our old cookers, so I think I definitely think that I give it a little something that made it a little more.
Give it a little twist on it?
Yeah, I give it a little twist.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, is the secret the recipe or the fryer?
Both. Both. I feel like the second batch was a little bit better.
Oh yeah, this one's more crispy. That's what we want. Since Jackie has started advertising and kind of making herself in the store known, it's definitely, we've gotten a huge wave of more customers.
Yep.
And I've definitely noticed that since I've started working here.
Do you want to start beans?
Perfect.
Wait.
So I asked Tyler about y'all's recipe, and he said that y'all put your own twist on. It's basically a new recipe from when his Aunt Connie, is it your Aunt Connie too?
Yeah.
So when y'all's Aunt Connie's recipe, y'all changed it into y'all's own little,
Yeah, it's not the same.
not the same, perfect, okay. Don't breathe that in.
I told you.
Almost sneeze.
I told you. You know when they do autopsies on you when you die?
Do I know what I do when I die? Is that what you said?
No. That pepper doesn't like leave your body.
I wonder if you knew my family, Charles.
You just went weird. What?
Yeah. So like pepper, like the amount of pepper that you eat in your lifetime, someone told me it never leaves your body. So like when you do an autopsy, are you like?
You do know we have a doctor on that. Doc.
Yeah.
Is that true when you die, the pepper that you eat throughout your life don't leave your body, ever?
Ever.
That's true?
That's absolutely.
See? See? It's not true.
Miss Savannah.
Okay.
She and her family, they live here in Greenwood, just down the road. She is currently going to school to be a teacher, so she does that on top of working here.
Wow.
She can't read your handwriting?
I wrote a 1 over easy egg on a ticket one day. She said, lover easy? What are you talking about? So, we have trouble deciphering each other's handwriting still, yes.
Gives a clear indication like this place doesn't really function without you. You're her right-hand man,
Yeah,
so to speak.
so to speak, yes.
Imagine you love the people too. I mean, if you choose to do this while you're also going to school.
Yes. Yes. Some days I question that, but yes. I won't be able to teach until fall of 23.
Okay.
So I
Any
do
particular subject? Or?
math, middle school.
Oh. So 2023, you're a teacher. And if you're teaching, do you still work here on weekends?
I've considered
Still be
it.
a part of the place?
I've considered, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you are definitely an entrenched part of the place as it is right now, and it doesn't function without you. So cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Savannah.
Thank you.
Coco, how's the sandwich? The sandwich is amazing.
It's terrible.
We hope that you've enjoyed the show. Food really is about taste, and it's about so much more. Experiences in places like this are best taken whole. As important as the food is, it's just the binder that holds everything together. Greenwood Grocery itself is a flavor so complex it defies the food it serves. At some point in the near future, you should find yourself at a destination such as this, off the beaten path and perhaps a little visually unappealing. And you should find yourself amongst friends. Then you might find that you appreciate something more than the food you're eating. That something is the people the food is about.
Gracias por convivir con los hermanos Whiskey.